Hello and welcome to Waylanders Wandering on Sunday, the 2nd of April 2023, when it's time to go through the Sunday preview with you yet again. Starting off, we have the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Battletome Ossiarch Bone Reapers, which I can't show you an image of because somebody on the website has chipped up and put the Soulblight Gravelords book up instead. Well done, you. As I'm guessing there will be a soft touch limited edition with gold foil blocking, gilt-edged pages and 500 copies as usual, and a standard edition as usual. And of course, we need to get in early if we want the limited edition. So if you want the Gashers boys, go for the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. To go with for our Ossiarch Bone Reapers, we have a Morty-San Ossifector. I'm sure somebody who makes these names up does them deliberately, so people like me break their teeth trying to pronounce these names. Anyway, the arms of the Ossiarch Monster War supported by huge and terrifying bone constructs, and this is the guy that constructs the bones. Who knew? Well, you, me, everybody. And of course we have those very bones featured in the Vanguard Ossiarch Bone Reapers box set, featuring a Mortisan Song Reaper, 5 Kavalos Death Riders, 20 Mortek Guard and a Gothizar Harvester to put your contracts back together should they fall in battle. And look at these bony buggers. I hope you've got plenty of bone coloured paint. And saying I'm going to start buying shares in Shabty Bone paint manufacturers. Goodness gracious. And of course we have the War Scroll cards to go with our Ossiarch Bone Reapers, just so that we can collect all the reference cards with 2 token boards for all your rules and special effects. Very useful indeed. And then we have the Battletome Soulblight Gravelords, the book that they put the picture on before, which again will come in a standard copy and a 500 copy limited edition. And again, get your orders in early if you favour the vampire counts over Nagash. We have Ivia Volga the Outcast, who appears to have dog legs. The Vikros dynasty is a vampiric clan of wolf-blood warriors that combine their bestial strength with animal cunning. Ivia Volga is a solitary member of this brood who ranges across the mortal realms to hunt the mightiest monsters she can find, with begrudging approval from her elders. Look at the barnet on her. I think she's a little bit batty. Anyway, as an additional character model, we can have a white king on a skeletal mount here, who looks absolutely magnificent with his big Night Lord-esque batty-eared helm. There's some conversion and kit bashing ideas for you kids. And he looks absolutely fantastic. And apparently this mighty sovereign was once found in the start collecting box for Soulblight Gravelords. Now you can buy him out on his own, which is just super. The Vanguard Soulblight Gravelords is also coming, which contains 29 models, a Vampire Lord, 20 Death Rattle Skeletons, 5 Blood Knights and 3 Monstrous Vargeists. I do like the Vargeists, like the bat people. So you've seen Batman, now look at Man-Bat. There you go. Marvellous. And of course, War Scroll cards for the Soulblight Gravelords, featuring everything you need to know to keep your Deathwalker zombies at Graveguard within reach, and make sure you know what you're doing with your war dollies. And if you really are the kind of person that wants to spend money on a pack of fancy dice, there's a pack of fancy dice. Quite pretty fancy dice this time. I mean, if the price was right, I could be tempted this time, because they are kind of nice. But, I don't know, not really my cup of tea. For the Horus Heresy, we are seeing a set of Contemptor Dreadnought torso upgrades, featuring the Blood Angels, the Death Guard, the Iron Hands, the World Eaters, the Space Wolves, and the Night Lords. The Night Lords being particularly striking there, though I do quite like the Space Wolves ones as well. though I'm willing to bet it smells a little bit like wet dog. There you go. Middle Earth strategy battle game is featuring many made-to-order miniatures this week, starting with a troll with hammer. Then we have a troll with spear, the sons of Elrond, Eladan and Elro here. Then we have some Rangers of the North featuring the Grey Company in 3 models, followed by Halbarad as Aragorn's banner bearer. They're kings of men who really shouldn't take gifts offered by strangers, especially when they turn into rings. Then we have a series of Orc archers, a pair of Orc captains, and a box of Orc warriors to round all that off. We have the Witch King of Angmar mounted on a fell beast, and what a wonderful model this is. I do recall when this was first released way back in the dim and distant past, almost 20 years ago I think, and it's wonderful. It is a really, really nice model. But moving on, we've come to our final section for today, the Black Library, where we have Last of the Valari by Guy Closter, which is a Songblight Gravelords novel, coming in hardback, ebook, and MP3 formats. And as I've said before on other editions of my Sunday Roundup, the Warhammer horror stories are actually pretty good. Not quite as good as the Warhammer detective stories, but the Warhammer horror stories are actually pretty good. So I think I'll be picking this one up myself. And we also have from the Black Library the Hollow King. Get even more blood-sucking goodness with John French as the Hollow King, which is coming to paperback for the first time, following the adventures of Kado Ezekiel, a Soulblight vampire who has accepted his curse and now seeks vengeance against the servants of Chaos, who wipes out his family and kingdom. So it's nothing quite like a good vengeance story, and John French, not a bad author. But I'm afraid that's it for this week, boys and girls. Short and sweet, and let's keep the hype going until we see some 10th edition news and some pre-orders for that baby. As ever, where possible, please get your pre-orders in with your friendly local game store. Mine is the fantastic Mighty Lancer Games down there in Bridlington. If you use the QR code on screen or the link in the description below, they will give me a very small amount of store credits so that I can continue my services to the wider hobby community with this and painting videos, etc. So if you like what I do, buy your stuff from Mighty Lancer. If you want to treat me personally, there's the Ko-fi links on screen and in the description below. If you don't want to, that's fine too, because I am more than happy if you like, share, subscribe, and I really appreciate your comments. Tell me what you think, guys. Is it worth carrying on with this? Is it not worth carrying on with this? Do you like what I do? Do you not like what I do? Do what you want. Tell me what you want to tell me. Anyway, I've been Waylander. You've been awesome as ever. I love your faces, and goodbye.